pockets about to taste flying. Charles yelling green. 50 veins popping on 10. The guy laughing, I told you profit again. PR smiling like I'm just happy we here. While the bracket burns down and the league disappear. Tuesday after dark.
Welcome back, Mr. Happy to be here.
Hey, thank you for having me back. Per usual.
Just happy to be here. I like how he said that. You ended that last week. Just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. That's funny because that's what I tell people at work.
I'm just happy to be
You're
here, buddy.
so happy. I'm like, listen, I'm getting paid to be alive. What the hell are you talking about?
Like, what do you want from me?
If I'm upset about my paycheck, I go get a different job, right? Like,
Yeah.
Why are you going to be at work upset? That's crazy.
I got nothing to be upset about. I'm breathing. I'm alive. And I'm breathing.
You're breathing,
Well,
alive, and I'm breathing.
Well, to kind of give people a little bit of a heads up, so I've been going through the VA process, blah, 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 for many moons. I was also in college, blah, blah, blah. All of that has now completed. So I've now went and acquired an income tax job. So from time to time, as this income tax job settles, there's just going to be waves of not me. Today, we're starting the episode a little early. I'm still going to have to leave a little bit into the episode, but we're here. We're happy. We got exactly what we wanted. Bears versus Packers. So we're going to jump on that. Super excited about that. But there was something we were talking about pre-show. And Patrick wanted to talk about it on the show. What were we talking about?
Okay, your primary, since you are going to be a full-time working man, Charles, a full-time working
income
man.
Tax. Yep, income taxes.
Yes, income tax man. Sleep-wise, what are you rolling with here? What's a full tank of sleep for you?
Well, I found out that civilians are so different.
Yeah. I'm like a sloth. I like to sleep a little bit more than the average bear, but yeah.
We've been manipulated in our early years.
Way different, right? You got 3 8-hour blocks in a day. Ain't no reason you can't work 2 of them. Or at least 1.5, 1 2/3. You only need one of those other 8-hour blocks to get some sleep. Now, however much you choose for that 8-hour block, that's on you. I'm comfortably around the 4 to 6 range.
Yeah,
I'm 6. I think I'm mentally stable with 4 to 6 hours, and this is the crazy part. I don't know how Charles feels. They don't have to be consecutive 4 to 6 hours.
They don't have to.
Oh, they never are with me. I wake up, roll over, something scratches me in the night, like the dog's foot. I'll wake up. But I usually sleep through 90% of it.
But if I can get like 4 to 6 hours in a night, I can manage the day. Just fine.
I'm just as tired at 4 to 6 hours as I am at 8 to 14 hours. And I know because I used to do this thing called I don't know if you've heard this. Have you ever heard of nap roulette?
No.
No, but I think I've heard this story before.
Yeah. So I do this thing that's called nap roulette. And it's where I'm just like,
I want to do it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I want to.
What time is it? Oh, it seems like the perfect time for a nap.
Let's see what happens.
How long is this nap going to be? Till my eyes open. And then I just lay my head down, and sometimes it's 40 minutes. Sometimes it's 12 hours.
So I have a rule about the nap situation. So my rule of thumb is if it's longer than 30 to 45 minutes, it's no longer a nap. You're having a sleep. You went to sleep.
That's fine.
And there's no judgment. But it's like when people say I took a nap, sir, you were asleep for like 4 to 5 hours.
I just got done taking a pre-work nap. I went to sleep from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
You went to sleep.
Yeah.
No, you went to sleep.
1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Say about it what you want, Paul. He was just recharging the batteries.
I was relaxing. It's taken years of practice to obtain.
This is my struggle when it comes to sleep. One, when my eyes, if I go to sleep at night, it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I can go to bed at 10 o'clock. I can go to bed at midnight. I'm waking up at 3 to 4 in the morning without reason and not on purpose.
Oh,
and then sleeping during the day depends. If I'm super tired, I can take a nap. But 9 times out of 10, me taking a nap in the middle of the day is almost like non-existent for me. I can't do it. My body won't let me.
Yeah.
Not everybody is that unfortunate.
Yeah. No, so when I lay down to go to sleep, like it doesn't matter if it's 8 p.m. or 2 a.m., right? Like I'm going to be in bed for 2 hours thinking about how terrible of a person I am, about how much I've done wrong, about what I can do better and where I need to be better. And it's like then at last night, in order to stop me from getting close to that edge, I created an entire banked out with details about where it's going to be and how much it's going to cost. My future storage shed conglomerate named SS Storage Security. I've got the whole building figured out. It's got the KFC look. Yeah, it took me about 33 minutes.
Wait. Don't give everybody your ideas. It's got the KFC logo.
Yeah, they could take it all they want. I'll come take it back. I'm not scared. Spend all the money you want on it, sucker.
Don't worry, Paul. And Charles and I also have a side hustle. Bats are going to be our pollinators. They're going to pollinate. They're going to replace the bees.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bats. I love bats, dude. Bats pollinate way more than bees.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
No, it's true. It's true.
Listen, I take your word for it.
Yeah.
I don't go outside, so I wouldn't know.
I don't go outside. I don't like bats, but I like what bats do.
All right. So a couple future announcements for the show. Turns out when you live in Wisconsin, everyone loves sports. And it's not just like I've had some really good in-depth sports conversations. So we have a guest coming up this month or next. My income tax boss, really good guy.
Income tax boss.
Income tax boss. Not my income tax boss, but my income tax boss. The boss.
The one you report to.
No, the one that gets the reports of me from like 2 other people. Like that. Yeah, yeah. So
he's going above and beyond for this one.
Yeah. Where's the really nice shirts to work and everything? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
One that signs the check.
Oh, we gotta dress super casual.
Let me go dust out my polo.
Yeah.
He's a really great person. I'm really excited for you guys to get to chat with him and for the guests to get to chat with him as well. So that'll be coming up. But we have so much to talk about in this off season. As the off season is approaching, so we're going to get to it. Lots of news in F1. Cadillac joining the F1 squad. So you Americans, we have something close to hold on to, other than of course Red Bull, which you could have had the entire time, but whatever. And then of course something we'll get to on the show here later on also is the Black Monday. We just went through that. Lots of coaches changes. Some of what we figured, some made me right 2 years ago. And others kind of threw me by surprise, but I'm going to allow myself to be Philadelphia Eagles selfish. And I'm hoping that he comes to Green Bay as a special teams coach. But what we're going to chit chat about first, we got to get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
All right.
Do it already. Just pull the Band-Aid off.
Yes, that's what
as I was living my Wisconsin life, I was hearing just some crazy people talk about how they would rather play the Eagles. We'll play the Eagles when we play the Eagles. Blah, 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 blah. But the entire time I'm standing there, and then they ask me, the big cheese.
Yeah.
We already know what you said.
Yeah, who do you want to play? I said the fucking Bears. And everyone's like,
Bears.
What? I said the Bears. I was like, because it took it took so much for them to do what they did in Chicago. I'm like, there's no way. I was like, this is like they got the demon off their back. They finally beat Matt LaFleur in Chicago. That's where I was, right? Like, and we can sit here and talk about the fact that the entire sideline was just destroyed and magically working again the next week very quickly. I think pretty much the next day. We can talk about the fact that it took our entire team to get hurt 58 minutes, I think. But at the end, the paper is a W, right? But it took 5 quarters, a 12% play, and an amazing throw across almost 2/3 of the football field into the pocket of a really good wide receiver to win that game. Philadelphia Eagles have beat our ass handedly, realistically, by at least a touchdown the last couple times we played them. So I was much more confident in playing the Bears. It's almost like a home game to us.
Okay, I want to play devil's advocate
Field
right
South.
now. I want to play devil's advocate. On the other hand, what was Philadelphia thinking not wanting to try to play the Packers? Because they sat like almost every one of their starters.
Well, agreed. Yeah. And Ben Johnson wanted to play the Packers, in my opinion, by playing all of those starters for basically the entire football game. They wanted the number 2 seed.
Talk about Philadelphia. They lost to an 18-year non-conditionally starting veteran quarterback in the NFL. Was he in the NFL for 18 years? I never even heard of the guy.
Josh Johnson?
Josh Johnson. Never heard of him.
14 years.
I thought he was in the league for 18 years.
No, it's like 14, 16 years. He's been in UFL, XFL, all of that.
So he was not. So that's why you don't know.
He was a journeyman. He was a journeyman.
Yeah,
he's definitely a journeyman.
Hell yeah. So
good for him.
Now, I can go back. We can go back 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 games. But I'm going to stick with the 4. Just the 4 most recent, which puts us at 2-2, which I think is very kind of me to do.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, the way the last 2 years have basically rolled out between Green Bay and Chicago, it's pretty fair.
On paper, it's fair, but in reality, it's not. It's not even close.
Is it? I mean, the last 2 years, it's not close. Technically, last year the Packers should have lost. They could have lost.
We sat everybody.
Both of them.
We sat everybody by the second quarter due to a potential injury scare, and our practice squad lost. Yep.
I have a few questions. No interruptions until I'm done with my questions. I just got questions. And when I ask these questions, these are just yes or no responses, Charles.
I'll let Charles answer.
All right.
I don't need a thesis. I just need yes or no.
Those terms. That was my
direct context, though, Paul. Direct context.
I'm going to be
no innuendo.
I'm going to be no subliminals. I'm going to be
okay.
Straightforward. All right.
I was super humble.
So, question number 1. Jordan Love has been in the league 6 years total, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
And out of those 6 years, he's been a starter for 3 of them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Out of those 3 years, he's only won 9 games or less, correct?
Correct.
All right. Out of those 3 years as a starter, he hasn't won a division title, correct?
Correct.
Out of those 3 years, he's made the playoffs as a 7th seed each year, correct?
He's made the playoffs all 3 years as a starter, yes.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yep. All 3 years as a starter, yes.
3 years making the playoffs, because again, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. He has led his team as a starter each year to the playoffs, all 3 previous years. Out of those 3 years, his record is 1-2, correct?
About to be 2-2. I mean, yes. I said yes.
Okay. All right. Out of those 3 years, he's only had 1 4,000-yard season, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Caleb Williams has been in the league 2 years, correct?
Yep.
All right. Last year he threw for about 3,600 yards, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
This year he threw.
Did he get to 30 touchdowns?
Hey.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm asking the questions here. You can ask your questions.
Nobody has missed 7 games.
Listen.
Dude,
I'm asking questions here. All right.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Last year he only won 5 games with the most terrible head coach known to mankind, Eberflus.
He did just
who lost his job again.
He just
should not be on the coaching field.
Well, these are yes or no questions.
Yeah.
Yes or no? 5 wins with a horrible head coach.
Yes.
With 3 offensive coordinators.
Yes.
Okay.
I would claim 0, but yes.
This year, rookie head coach Ben Johnson. Correct?
Correct.
11 wins. Right? So that means he's got double-digit wins in his second year in the league. Something that Jordan Love still has not done. Correct? Correct?
Charles left.
Oh.
He disappeared. He's back. He's back.
Unmute yourself, young man.
I was trying to unmute myself, but turns out that was the wrong. It was the wrong button.
Hasn't won. Don't worry about him down there.
Let that go.
Again, Jordan Love hasn't won a 10-season game. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So in year 2, not only does he have a double-digit winning season, has a division title, also has a higher seeding in the playoff than Jordan Love has ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Okay. Now, am I excited about this game? Absolutely. Again, it's not just a playoff thing when it comes to the Packers and the Green Bay and the Bears. It's more than that, more than most rivalries that we see in the NFL. There's a lot that rides on this. And the fact that it is a first-round playoff game, the implications exceed more than just we get to talk crap for a whole year, depending on who wins. Correct?
Correct.
Yes. Yep. And that's so a rivalry.
Green Bay bred of I hear you. Jordan Love is overpaid.
Overpaid?
Hey, at least he can play in the pocket.
Paul, can I give you some context why Jordan Love was paid?
My quarterback's not a bitch
yet.
Why Jordan Love was paid though, Paul?
Because you didn't have anybody else.
No, the predecessor to Aaron Rodgers, which correct.
I blame Dak for the reason why
Jordan Love did throw 30 touchdown passes in order to earn that, and I believe he only threw like 7 picks. He had a fantastic season.
Yeah, as a 7.
Hasn't played a full season yet.
Yeah, I mean it's
so he's not. What is one thing you always say? The most thing that's reliable is availability.
Yeah.
Very much so. But this year we still got Malik Willis, so I'm not too worried about
I hear you.
Who do you think's better, Malik Willis or Ted Nugent, or what's his name?
Tyson Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
You know his name.
He doesn't want to say it, but I
know he doesn't because he's a dickhead.
Listen, everything you said was true.
Can I tell you a crazy stat?
Mostly headlines to click in, and then you're like, oh, all right, well, yeah, Jordan Love has only been a 7 seed, but since he's been a starter in the NFL, he's only played in the playoffs. He's won in 2 and 3 years as a 7 seed.
Hey, he has 1 win away from Dak Prescott. Congratulations.
You deserve to show everyone. Listen, I absolutely agree. And both teams are very good. Yes, this is why
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game because neither of the 2 games this year were high-scoring. Even the one back in January.
I think this one's going to be actually. I think this one's going to be the game we expected last time.
That we didn't get. The game that we didn't get.
The game that we didn't get. I expect to see both offenses going down the field nilly-willy, and the last quarterback with the ball wins the game.
Well,
probably
last time.
I know that's not what happened. Yeah, I mean, but it's for 58 minutes. Green Bay beat the shit out of the Bears, and then 2 minutes.
Wait. Wait, let this man's groan turn into words, Charles, because I want to know what he's thinking right now. Because what you're saying was facts, and what Paul was thinking is no.
Always bring up this 5-quarter situation. Cool, that's great. Congratulations. It took us 5 quarters. At the end of the day, it took you 5 quarters to lose.
Because technical difficulties on the sideline as well. Like, that's crazy. It was 5 below in that stadium.
Listen, you play in Green Bay. Man the fuck up.
Listen, that ain't
Stop being a little bitch.
You can say what you want about that, bro. That is
you guys play in Green Bay.
Context matters. They were cold, Paul.
Stop being a little baby and man up.
Listen, it does. You can say what you want about it. Both things are true in this scenario.
Listen, at the end of the day, you're on that field. And if you have time of possession on that field, guess what's not around you? Heat. So again, you're still playing football in 4-degree weather.
As a defense and offense on the field at the same time.
Listen, again, figure it out.
Is it special teams on the field after sitting in that fucking cold? You don't think that has something to do with it?
Even if you had the heaters working, you all know your special team would have choked it anyway.
Hell no. No, not Romeo Dobbs, baby.
I hear you. That sounds good.
2 years ago, yes. Not this year.
He did. Not last year. That's the sad point. He did.
He did.
He screwed you up.
You're sitting on that sideline at 5 below for 64 minutes.
Well, then make sure you do your checks before the game starts.
That's on you. It's your fucking home stadium.
And listen, do y'all not have equipment managers on y'all's team that travel with y'all?
It doesn't.
Do you not have equipment managers?
I don't think that happens.
Your stadium's a piece of shit. We do we do call it Lambeau Field South.
Listen, come on. You want to talk about our field as a piece of shit? Your field is just about as old as ours. So calm that shit down. If not, yours is older.
Stop bringing up two things that are true. All right, listen. We're talking about the Bears.
The Bears.
I apologize.
What are we talking about?
The shitty Lambeau Field.
Listen, me personally, because I got to get going here a little bit. Me personally, I just want to let you guys know. For one, I love the shit out of you, and this has been purely football banter, especially with the fantasy football. Paul and I know it. Some people, I think Evan the other day or Jonathan had jumped in. It's like, bro, you're really giving up shit. And I'm like, whoa.
You have no idea.
I'm like,
shit we've given each other.
Thought you was giving me like
giving him the runaround. I'm like, no,
that's not what's happening here.
No.
They've never seen me talk stupid before.
I tell you what,
you guys beat me down.
But this is the thing for them to think, and this is again, I have no ill will over Evan, Jonathan, or anybody in that group chat because the football brings the trash talk. I'm not that thin-skinned. However, to think that the banter that we had on that day, that Charles was like putting it on me, like just caving me in. I'm just like, are we reading the same things?
They have never.
I thought we were being funny.
I think they're a little sheltered. They're not into our regular group chat.
like
the other one too.
Like it was. Listen, when he said that, it took me a second to respond. I was like, wait, he thinks that Charles is cooking me. Like, that's cute. But then again, he's also, Evan is young.
Very much so.
So he thinks he's, and this again is disrespect to Evan. He's a cool kid, but he's not experienced in the art of trash talking as
word jousting.
We are. And there's the thing, you caught on very early that I was being condescending.
Very much so.
Caught on because again, this isn't new for us.
Yep.
He did not catch on.
No, he didn't. Well, and maybe he jumped in halfway through.
But he was like, "Yo, Charles." I'm like,
yeah. He did try to jump. He did try to give some back though with the fantasy smack. I was super excited about that. I mean, listen, it's like
he's trying to run before he can crawl, and
it's like the kid. It's like some of the kids at work, right? It's like, listen, I'm not going to tell you not to talk, but if your belt's dirty, I'm going to be upset with you. Right? Like, so it's the effort. I love the effort. That's what we're looking for here.
But I need you to pay attention to the details.
So
awesome. Absolutely.
Hey, what are you
context
doing for New Year's
context.
Eve? I'm almost 40. I'm
not going anywhere with you.
I'm going to sleep.
Don't call me.
You gotta be. What is it? You gotta be this tall to ride this ride.
Listen.
I'm almost 40.
I'm not going outside.
So here comes our picks. Packers, Bears.
I'm ready.
I really do think that this is going to be an offensive showdown. Right now, I think the weather partially favors the Bears, but that's the Bears team that showed up against San Francisco, not the Bears team.
Are they still calling for rain? Still calling for rain?
Yeah,
in Chicago. Yeah.
This is Midwest
this
love.
favors
right?
the Bears run game. Yeah,
it does. But again, and we can break down the fact that Green Bay has stopped Chicago's run game. Chicago's run game is best on the outsides. Green Bay, both times your running backs have got sub 80 yards on us.
I'm going to expect Evan Williams to be back as well in the backfield.
The Bears do have the number one rushing team since the half.
And
they do.
We're getting Rome back after him. He's been out for 5 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I think. I mean, we got Jordan Love, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, and even Luke Musgrave is coming in there. He's not Tucker Kraft, but man, he's making some really good catches. But that's why I'm leaning on this being more offensive than defensive. Green Bay doesn't give the ball away. I mean, and if we do, it's like in the first 30 seconds, and Jordan Love's just like, "Hey, take this. I need to get it out of the way. I don't want to think about it later." It's kind of how he plays the game.
Before you make predictions, over under 4th and 1 shotgun run.
One.
11.
There's going to be one.
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be one.
I say 3.
But I think it's going to end up being a wide receiver screen pass.
It's going to have to be a really close game for there to be 3, Paul, and I don't think the game's going to be that close early.
I didn't mean to say it out loud.
I don't trust LaFleur not to.
A 4th and 1 shotgun wide receiver screen pass could go to the house anywhere on the field.
It could.
The way it's all set up right now.
Because everybody's expecting them to hand it off 4 yards behind
the whole field collapses this way. You toss it out that way with a couple blockers. But anywho,
it's LaFleur. I don't trust him to be that.
I don't trust that either. No, but his offensive coordinator has no balls. So
that's your offensive coordinator.
No, it's his. I didn't hire him.
He's your head coach, so he belongs to you.
I didn't hire him.
No balls.
I didn't hire him. So, anywho, I think this is going to be a crazy showdown. I believe the score ends up being 31-28 Green Bay. I think most of that action occurs in the second half.
Okay.
PR?
I want to go last. I definitely want to go last.
You want to go last? All right.
Patrick?
I agree with Charles. This is going to be one of those. It's going to be a knife fight. This is going to be a back and forth type football game. To me, this is what we got Josh Jacobs for. 110% playoff football. Yep. We finally need him to do something, which is hold on to the rock, pound it in. Offensive line is going to have to do a better job of obviously protecting Jordan Love and allowing him to get outside of the box to be able to throw it to Musgrave, get it to the wide receivers. I think Golden's going to have a couple catches here, Dobbs, and we're going to see a good game. But I think Green Bay 27, Chicago 23.
Before you say something cool about Matthew Golden, there's a lot of people out there, first round wide receiver bust, yada yada. He's actually the only player offensively on the Packers squad that has had 2 significant game-making moments. He had a 4th down catch against Cleveland, and then he had another catch against
I just want to say, I don't think he is a bust. I'm not agreeing with the other people that are saying that.
Very good.
However, it is a downfall for him based off of your current receiver
situation. Yeah,
he's not high on that depth chart. So realistically, he's not going to get the targets that you would have wanted him to get.
Yeah.
Now, if Dobbs or Reed or Watson were hurt
Very
more
much
throughout
so.
the season, Golden might have been more of a productive receiver for y'all. But again, most of your receivers outside of Jaden Reed being gone, you still had Dobbs, you still had Watson, you had Kraft for a portion of the time. Like, it would have been hard for Golden to get anything going. That being said, he's not catching a touchdown on Saturday. That's not happening.
I don't think this is going to be the game that he's probably going to catch that touchdown, but
I think he's our James Starks this year. And you could take that to the bank.
Yeah, well, you've been taking Packers by 50 to the bank all year, and it's bouncing.
I know. James Starks.
you're not playing Dallas.
Remember
so,
James
yeah,
Starks,
not gonna
2010 year against the Eagles? We went into the Eagles, and he rushed for over 100 yards, had a touchdown or two. Really was the game. It was the difference maker. I think Golden can be that for us. If he is, we'll see what it is. But let's give him the floor. I want to hear before I have to go.
I think it's going to be a great game all around. Just because, again, it's just Green Bay, Chicago. It's always going to be what it's supposed to be till the last second of the clock. I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a blowout game. That's just my gut. I think it's going to be like between 4 to 5 points.
Yeah,
gap between the final score. However, I think it's going to be Chicago 31, Green Bay 24.
Oh, you got the over.
Nice.
Got the win and the over. All right.
Yeah, and I got Green Bay with the win and the over.
Yeah,
at 31-28.
I hope the game gives me everything that I want.
Neither one of us think this game is going to be a 2-possession game. None of us. No, not going to happen.
I think it's going to be a juggernaut.
No, I don't think either of us have the defense to make it a 2-possession game. I think we have the offense to run, and I don't mean just run the ball. I mean we have the off. I expect this to be. I think Peacock hit it on the nail. I hate that the game's there for a lot of reasons, because if you're not in the state of Wisconsin, you need Peacock. Although 80% of American households do have Prime. It's on Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you live in Wisconsin, you can still get it on Green Bay 26.
Yeah, they sold out to the network. I
like
still don't understand how that works at the NFL.
That's just stupid. Yeah. But whatever.
So, all righty. I'm going to leave my camera up. I'm going to mute it, so you just have that face there looking at you guys. Listen, I appreciate the shit out of all of you. There's a lot still going on. Head coaches, the list of head coaches.
Oh yeah, Paul and I are going to break down the worst firing and the best firing.
Jobs open.
As of an hour ago, Kevin Stefanski was the #1 name on many coaching lists, but now with Harbaugh entering the conversation, is all of them like, hey, hold my beer?
It's
going to be
interesting offseason.
So I appreciate you guys. I love the shit out of you. Listeners, please remember this world is a much better place with you in it. I'll catch you later.
All right, buddy.
All right, Paul. Before we get into picking all of the rest of the NFL games.
Yes.
Your worst and your best firing from the NFL carousel, which is Black Monday in the NFL.
I think for me, I think the worst is a tie for me, in a sense of just Harbaugh has to be the one on top, because I didn't see it coming. I didn't think it was going to happen. I know that it was in the air towards the last few weeks of the season, just because of how the season was going. But like, to say after 18 years that the Ravens are going to have a new head coach, did not have that on my bingo card for 2026.
No, I didn't think he'd hang it up that way. I thought he would have hung it up in the playoffs.
I thought he was going to retire,
yeah.
Like, I thought he's going to hang up his hat, the headphones, be like, hey, I'm done. If he still has the desire to coach, he's definitely going to have a job before the season starts.
Right. Yeah.
By the time the playoff starts, or before the playoffs, the season is done, there's going to be speculation of where he's going to go next. The worst, the best, or the one that I thought that was just like, it should have happened. This job should have never been filled by this person, was Pete Carroll. Like, that should have never happened. Like,
yeah.
Why did you even bring him back? Like, it's what it is. But him leaving, I'm like, I wasn't surprised at this point. It's just like again, the last few years in Seattle were horrendous. Like it just didn't work. And the fact that you brought Geno Smith down here and it just went to shit. Like, Pete Carroll, just go home, go be a grandfather.
Yeah, go chew that bubble gum.
Just go relax, my guy. You've done enough. You got a national championship in college and you got a Super Bowl. Listen, you're going to the Hall of Fame. Relax.
Yeah, you're fine.
But those are my 2 picks.
Yeah, I got mine, the worst one. I thought the worst one, and this is personal opinion because I think he's a fantastic coach. I don't think he was the problem for the failures of this football team, and it's Stefanski, 2-time coach of the year. I don't think the offensive woes were necessarily his issue. I think I
would have gave him 1 more year.
Yeah, well, I don't think the situation surrounding Shadur Sanders and the way that they handled that situation had anything to do with him. I think that was ownership, and I think they completely fumbled that.
Somebody had to be the scapegoat, and it was his head that had to get cut.
And he'll find another job somewhere because he is a good coordinator. As much as people want to say that he's not a great head coach, he might be a great coordinator.
He's gonna get a coordinator job at worst. Yeah. At best, one of these 6 vacancies are gonna jump on him. Most likely. What's your best fire?
The best. I agree with you. The best one was Pete Carroll. I mean, he had no business. He had no business coming back to coach football. Tom Brady's the only reason he was coaching the Seattle Seahawks.
And then he decided, I've seen enough.
he was coaching the Seahawks, and he says, I'm good. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? Who's the oldest guy that we could find that's not that's not in the league anymore?
It was just bad. Like, that was a bad hire. It did nothing. And then again, you trade for Geno Smith and you give up what was it, 2 picks or at least like a second rounder or something like that.
That's the
craziest part. $60 million for like 3 years.
Right. He brought an offense over with Geno that was barely having any success when they had DK and a bunch of decent receivers with Lockett and that. And they had a pretty good run game going on with Penny and them. And it's like, you brought this offense over here to the Raiders and they had no success, period.
That offensive line was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad.
I got questions moving forward with about 4 of these teams, though, where they're going to go from here. I mean, the Titans with
open, you got the Titans, you got the Browns, you got the Giants, you got the Falcons, you got the Ravens, you got the Browns, and you got the Raiders.
Can I tell you something?
As of right now, these are the 7 jobs.
Can I tell you something right now that this is going to bother me as a head coach in college that was always looking towards the NFL? This is probably the best time for some of those up and coming coaches in college to be like, I'm going to dip my toes in the water and see if I can get an interview with the NFL just to test the waters.
Like, what's going to hurt?
It's not going to hurt anything, but it's like, if you have a prime time coach, you might lose them to the NFL. But I don't really know if there is a coach out there.
I don't think there's
I don't think there's like that. There's not a big flashy name right now that is dominating. Signetti, he just signed a big deal.
The only thing would have been Marcus Freeman.
And he turned down the Giants job. Basically, he turned it down. Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't think there's very big names that either are available because 1, they either just signed an extension, or 2, they just got a new head coaching gig at a bigger school than what they were at before. So it's going to be hard to pull them from that college job.
Well, right, like especially now. Yeah,
like Franklin, when he went to Penn State and now he's at Virginia Tech. He just signed a 5-year deal there, so he's out of the picture. Marcus Freeman turned down the Giants, so the chances of him going to another sorry team is probably not gonna happen.
Well, you want to know why too? Freeman turned it down. The pay raise for the Giants was a short-term contract, and I believe it was only like 4 or 8. Like, I think it was only like $2 million more a year.
And let's be real. If he didn't change anything, let's say he took the Giants job and he didn't do anything within the first 2 to 3 years, they were probably going to fire him anyway. At least while in Notre Dame, he has a fighting chance to keep a job as long as he keeps having winning seasons, because he already has a culture there. He has established a way of winning there. So it's like to go from that to go to the Giants where you might not win 4 or 5 games in a season. Who wants to do that?
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest,
almost like you're torpedoing your career when you do something like that.
Well, I don't think he wanted to go hang out with Jackson Dart, Scattaboo, and Neighbors. Did you see the quote with Neighbors, by the way?
He just wants the ball.
Yeah, and then he asked he asked his backup quarterback there, he goes, "Why me?" or whatever. He goes, "Why not you?" He goes, "Injuries happen to everybody. You got to reflect on it, come back from the bottom up, work your way back up there, and become the person you're supposed to be. You're not just born in it with talent. You have to work for it. This is the NFL,
It's going to be interesting how this offseason pans out, regardless of who wins, who loses in the playoffs. Because again, this is probably, I might get a lot of heat for this, and that's okay. Whatever. I don't think there's like a legitimate scary team. Like there's a team that you can tell like, oh, they're better than most. Like the Rams, the Seahawks, like how they're constructed. You could tell like these teams can win the Super Bowl. But it's like, but if you look at the season and some of the games that they played, you're like, wait a minute. I could do this to this team and I can come out on top. Or this team could do that. And it's the same thing with the AFC. This is probably going to be one of the most exciting playoffs that we've probably seen on both sides of the conference, like AFC and NFC. I'm excited. I'm hoping that my Bears can go far.
I think they get the monkey off their backs with the playoff monkey with Green Bay. Just get that game out of the way. If Chicago manages to beat Green Bay, win that game, it's going to be a confidence thing. You've beat them in the regular season, yeah, but the playoffs.
If we could beat them in the playoffs, that would be the momentum that would shift for us going into into divisional. If we're able to pull this game off in the wild card in that division, because if we win the divisional, that means we would play.
You would play the second lowest remaining seed.
It's either going to be either the Rams or we'll play the Rams or the no. We would play Philly. Philly would come to us.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I do not think Philly. I don't think Philly wanted that smoke. They wanted the potential maybe that Green Bay would knock you out.
But Green
Bay would come there.
If they lose to Los Angeles,
I can totally see them losing to San Francisco easily. You know what? Yep. You know what? Let's jump right into it. Rams Panthers lead the game of the day at 3:30 on Fox. That's the first game.
I think the Rams just destroyed Panthers.
It's not even. It probably will not.
I don't think it's going to be a. Listen, I'm not taking away from the Panthers. They had a great season, despite them being 8-9. Congratulations, all that. However, I don't think what happened earlier in the season is going to happen twice.
Tampa got hurt. Bad.
I think LA is going to run away with this one, especially if they're able to get Devontae Adams back on Saturday. You got Puka and Devontae on the same side. Like Stafford is eating when both of them, and then again with Corum and Williams as his running backs, they're eating offensively.
1-2, yeah.
They're eating. And so it's like it's hard to bet against the Rams, against a Panthers team that isn't as experienced, especially in the playoffs, like the Rams are with who they have.
Oh, I think Bryce Young's a year away from having a halfway decent supporting cast around him. Getting the wide receiver out of with Arizona for the rookie receiver has been fantastic for his growth.
McMillan has been a great rookie receiver.
Yeah.
He's good for Bryce. I think, like you said, I think 2 years max. But what Canellis is doing with Bryce Young these last couple of years is showing that Bryce Young can be a quarterback.
Right. He's on the right path.
Yeah. But I don't think they have enough to outplay. Now, I'm going to say this. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way Carolina could pull it off. However, I don't think it's going to happen this year. I think LA pulls out the win and moves on, and they take on Seattle because they'll be the lowest seed moving forward.
I'm going to say
unless
31-13 or something. This game's going to be over by basically the start of the third quarter.
I can believe that. I can agree with that score.
LA's got the defense to be able to shut down the run game. Plus, like you said, Puka and Devontae. I mean, you got 2 running backs. Like if Williams goes off, he'll bust one. I mean, then you just pound it with freaking Blake Corum the rest of the game and just run the clock out. I mean, that's basically what the game plan is.
It's hard to stop that.
Yeah, it's gonna be that they probably are the toughest out in the NFC. If they had home field advantage, they would have been the toughest.
That would have been tough. That would have been tough.
It's good for teams that they don't have it because that home stadium would have been a rocket.
And don't let them pull away because SoFi would have been loud. But yeah, I'm with you on the Rams. That just seems like the smart pick in this scenario.
Early game coming up on Sunday. We've got Bills Jaguars. Dude, this could literally be like the game outside of Green Bay and Chicago, the game that everybody's going to look at.
Let me see who I picked because I had to do my pick'ems for the week. Let me see.
Can I tell you a fun fact? The cheapest ticket available for the Packer-Bear game is double any other game. And I absolutely love that. I love that.
Because again, it's not just Packers Bears. This is deep.
Yeah, this is rivalry. This is it.
And the fact that it's in the playoffs, it just makes it that much more intense. Because there's a lot riding on this game.
Oh, dude, I hope they bring out they do one of those Monday Night Football things where they draw it out and they got the guy coming.
They better be smart about these promos.
They better be. I want to hear it
they better
10
be
minutes before the game.
Promo.
Super Bowl type.
I got the Jags. I got the Jags beating the Bills.
I think Trevor Lawrence is playing way better than Josh Allen has played the entire season. And that's weird to say because we were ripping on Trevor Lawrence last 3 years.
We've been ripping on Trevor Lawrence for the last 3 years, especially after he got that big old contract.
We
gave him way too much money.
Oh yeah.
But this year, the way that Coach Cohen is bringing out whatever he needs to bring out Trevor Lawrence, not just in the passing game, but in the rushing game. He is playing good football, especially these last 8 games. And they're going into this first round wild card game against the Bills hot as hell. And you get to play at home. So it's Jacksonville is going to be loud as shit.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a freaking dude, and you got the weapon. You got Cam Little. Dude just booted the longest field goal in NFL history. The guy's got
the longest field as a rookie.
Yeah.
You have the 2 longest field goals in NFL history as a rookie. And then the confidence and the cockiness of him.
Did you see it hit the net? It hit the net from 68 or 69, whatever it was.
He cleared the field goal. Clears it. This isn't a problem. And this is the thing. You're in Jacksonville. When they were in Denver, he cleared a 72-yard field goal in practice.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. I don't think he's going to have that opportunity unless it really comes down to it. But, yeah.
In all facets, Jacksonville looks like
a complete team. Yeah.
And so I just don't see – I see Josh being Josh. I think Josh and James Cook are going to do what they do, but I don't think it's going to be enough to beat what Jacksonville has going right now. And it's just
I think confidence-wise, Jacksonville is just alone. Jacksonville is going to come in there with swagger, and they're going to come in there. We're at home, punch them in the mouth.
Yeah. I think the score is probably going to be close because I don't think Josh Allen is just going to
No, Josh Allen will.
He's going to do what he does.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those games where Josh Allen has the ball in his hands with 2.5 minutes to go, and they're down by 4 in the fourth quarter, and they need a touchdown, and they're not going to quite get it in the end zone, and they're going to win. They're going to probably win 27, like you said, 27-24 or 20-27-21.
But it's going to be, I think, like you said, outside of the Packers and the Bears game, this one might be one of those just because of Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen and who they are as athletes and what they've been doing this year. Those two right there going head to head is going to be.
I'm kind of upset that it's a noon game on Sunday. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of upset it's a noon game. But
this is a primetime game, people. This is a primetime game.
All right, we're both in agreement. Close game. Jaguars with the dub. 49ers, Eagles, another one. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why Philadelphia didn't have this game on the radar thinking, man, this is a bad matchup for us.
And they don't like each other.
No, they hate each other.
They do not like each other.
This is not quite Dallas hatred, but it's hatred enough where you're like, I just despise this football team.
I don't know how to pick this game because it's like Philly offensively hasn't been the same like they were last year.
No, haven't done anything remotely what they did last year, but they're still the defending champs, Paul.
That's right. How do you count them out? And then San Francisco has a nice offense, even with all the Band-Aids and all the injuries, to be able to say that you were able to make it to the playoffs and be as dominant as you were this season. Like, that has to give you enough credit. But it's like, which one's going to push you over? The defending champs? Are they going to show up and actually be the defending champs? Because you're playing in Philly. San Francisco has to come to Philly. But again, San Francisco, I don't think they're just going to lay down.
Purdy can't afford to have a 3-interception game, or this Philly's going to run away.
Going to be more explosive because you can't afford Jalen Hurts to have 180 yards passing game and think you're going to win every single time in the playoffs.
No,
like it's not going to work. Even if he has 3 touchdowns, but it's like, which running back is going to show up more? Is it CMC? Is it Barkley? They're both pass-catching running backs. They both can get it from the back. They both can run north and south, east and west. Like, they're both able. Which receiving core? Granted, if you look at it, Philly has a more dominant receiving core right now because with A.J. Brown and Smith healthy, they're better. You know, I think the tight ends kind of cancel themselves out with Kittle and Goddard because they're both just amazing pass-catching tight ends, and they both can block. But again, like you said, Purdy can't afford to have a multiple interception game and think that they're going to win.
Oh, I mean, in San Francisco, with all their woes, they still kind of have a kicking problem. I mean, they do have a kicker, and they're way more confident in them than they were last year, but they still have kicking woes. And that's something that Philadelphia doesn't. They've had the same kicker for
years.
Yeah. Akers, baby.
This one is... My gut says San Francisco, but I feel like I have to go Philly. And I think it's going to be 28-21.
28-21 Philly. I don't like San Francisco in this matchup either, but unfortunately, I think that this is the one where Purdy says, you know what, we're done losing in the wild card round. We want to get to the divisional round.
Losing to Philly.
Losing to Philly is going to burn that one. I think Purdy doesn't turn the football over 3 times, hands it off to CMC. We actually get to see Juwan Jennings celebrate in the end zone twice this game. And we're going to see, we're going to see it. We're going to see a 30-26 football game.
I like it. I'm like,
field goals aplenty for the Eagles, but cannot put it in the red zone. They can't punch it in.
That tush push has not been as productive this year as years past because that false
start. I was wrong. Why did I say Akers? I said Akers. It's Jake Elliott, baby. Jake Elliott, baby.
It's going to be interesting. I'm cool with that though, but I'm going to stick with the Eagles. What's the next game on the card?
The nighttime matchup is another banger. The Chargers, who have been the bugaboo and the thorn in everybody's side this offseason. Poking fun at everybody because of, what's going on with the quarterback Herbert, talking trash a lot and having Harbaugh there. Yeah, Chargers 11-6, possibly could have won a couple games down the stretch and, push for that number 1 seed, but they just got beat up at the wrong time. 11-6 Chargers going at the 14-3 Patriots. I thought that New England would be the easiest out of anybody in the AFC, and boy, could I ever be more wrong. No, I couldn't be. I'm definitely way wrong on this one. I don't
think they're going to lose to the Chargers.
I got New England walking away with this one.
Yeah, I think they're going to walk away with handedly. I think they're going to outscore them at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't think and it's nothing against, but I've been saying this for years. I know that Herbert is a good quarterback, but yet he still hasn't proven to me.
He's not championship level good.
Not yet.
No.
But the injuries don't help him because he's constantly, whether it's his hand, his thumb, it's always something that's hindering him that kind of holds him back because he's not fully healthy. Granted, I love that he want to play through his injuries. I get it. You're an athlete. You're a warrior. I get it. But we can't just look past the injuries and make it seem like it's not playing a factor. But I just don't think – I think what Vrabel has going on in New England offensively and defensively, they're out. The Chargers are going to be outmatched.
Yeah, I agree. New England defensively, just a bunch of studs defensively. Offensively, they run the ball well. Drake May has just been – dude, he's just been lights out the entire season. 4,000 – I think he leads the NFL in passing yards.
No, that's Dak. Dak leads it.
Is Dak lead it? Oh, he's got 4,394. Yeah, he does.
Either way, though, for his second year for Drake doing what he's doing his second and his first full year as a starter, to say that you got 14-3 in your first year as a starter in this league, you can't be upset at that. Like that's a turnaround, again, between Chicago, New England, and Jacksonville, to say where they were last year, win-loss wise, and then for all three of these teams to be in the playoffs and win their divisions the very next year after being a lottery pick the year before. Like, you can't be upset at that.
I never would have thought that either. It's just crazy.
But I no disrespect to LA, no disrespect to Herbert, Harbaugh, all them. Great team over there, but I just don't think they have the offensive power to outscore what New England has up there in Boston. And that sucks to say that New England is back. Like that's
it sucks to say it's back without Belichick. Yeah. It's weird to say. It's weird to say, but it is what it is. We both got that game being a wash. I mean, I think New England's they only got them 3.5-point favorites at home, which means they're just a field goal favorite at home. I don't even think it's going to be remotely close.
I think how they do that.
I think New England's going to walk away with this one. You're talking like a 35 to 10 game. I mean, I'm not even thinking it's going to might not even be that close. Then we got Texans.
If they sit the starting in halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Texans Steelers. This is one that nobody had on their bingo card.
Monday night game.
Texans 12-5 going to Pittsburgh 10-7. Sneak their way in by a missed Tyler Loop field goal as time expires against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baltimore just couldn't get it done. Had every opportunity to win that football game. Couldn't do it. Rodgers with the discount double check. One last time. And he's got a home game to do it against third-year quarterback or second-year quarterback? Third-year quarterback. Oh,
was CJ Stroud?
Yeah, he's in his
fourth year? I think it's fourth.
God, I'm getting old.
Yeah, it's fourth year. It's fourth year.
I'm getting old. They can't even remember his quarterback.
They put an alert, I think like a day or two ago, that they weren't going to extend Bryce, that they were just going to
pick up his option or whatever.
Pick up his fifth-year option and see what he does next year before they offer him a big deal.
That seems like a new thing to do. That's kind of like what they do in baseball contracts.
That's what they were. That's the same thing that happened with Justin Fields. They were debating whether we're going to either pick up his fifth year or let him walk.
Well, either he's going to earn himself a nice payday if he does well, or he's going to
get traded somewhere.
Get traded somewhere else. Yeah.
And so, it's I have the Texans winning this game on the road.
I can't see Aaron Rodgers putting together. He looks so slow versus Baltimore, Paul. I don't think he can
keep up with the Houston's defense. There's no way.
No, I want to say I don't want Rodgers to go out like that, just because I hate to see anybody who's going to be a Hall of Famer completely get their ass kicked. But
you're 42 years old.
He might literally get his ass kicked in this game.
You're 42 years old. Like, you struggled against Baltimore.
Yeah. Houston's a different animal. That defense is no joke.
Fast.
Yeah.
And that's just the front. We're not talking about your secondary and your linebackers. We're just talking about you got Will Anderson and Hunter coming for your head.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Every play. And Daryl Stingley as a ball hawk. I mean, you got to watch out for him. You can't throw anything over the middle. Safeties are freaking playing tight. Oh, yeah, they hit
really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Am I going to get joy of watching this old man get smacked around? Of course. However, let's not act like, I'm not saying, again, yes, I know he's a first ballot Hall of Fame. I'm not going to sit here and be delusional. Like, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks. Sorry, I threw up a little bit.
Yeah, I choke on that. This sucks.
However, it is what it is. You know, he is a first ballot Hall of Fame. It's not up for debate. However, the way that Houston has turned their season around from how they started to be able to go and say they got 12 wins out of a horrible start to the season. 0-3. 0-3 is how you started the season, and you ended up with 12 wins, and you're going to go to Pittsburgh. Like, I'm sorry. That's like on a silver. To me, respectfully, Pittsburgh, your streak of one and done is going to continue. It's just, I don't see them beating that defense. That defense is fast. It's quick. And if CJ Stroud could have a good offensive game to complement what that defense helps him with, I'm like, it's going to be a long night for Aaron Rodgers. You're going to see a lot of him on the bench just upset and just looking like he wants to go back to his little dark cabin.
His dark cabin. Yeah, he might need a darkness retreat after this game because I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah, I'm thinking the darkness retreat's going to send him packing. He's going to head towards the Andes or wherever the hell he goes to, Venezuela or Puerto Rico or where does he go for the darkness retreat?
I don't know. I don't know. Wherever it is, go sniff your pain, whatever it is that you do over there, and just go join Pat McAfee on his show and just.
I don't think
just go away.
I don't think they'll let him in Puerto Rico.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody likes that guy.
But no, I'm like, I got Houston. I think they also, just like the Patriots, I think they beat them pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
I think
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I also don't think Pittsburgh's gonna be able to keep up with Houston.
No. Texans defense might actually have a pick six in this game. I could see them winning this game like 20. I'll say 24-14. I think it's going to be a 17-14 game, and I think they're going to put one more on the board in the fourth quarter and just put it away.
I can see that.
Yep.
I can definitely see that. Ooh, I'm ready for Saturday.
Yeah, we're all ready for Saturday. Saturday night too. That's the best. You get to sit there and watch all the games leading up to it and just relax. And then all of a sudden at 7:00, you're like, all right, don't talk to me. I need to just sit here and freaking concentrate for a minute.
I told my kids, listen, on Saturday, leave me alone.
Just don't talk. Don't talk to Dad. Yeah.
Leave me alone. Be on your tablet. I don't care what it is that you're doing. If you're not bleeding, if it's not broken, if you're not dying, don't talk to me. I'll cook dinner so that way you have something to eat. Everything will be ready for you. Unless you're going to sit here and watch the game with me, I'm going to be in my room, in my chair, watching this game, focused, till that clock hits 0 and it says final on the screen. And I pray to God that we get it, because Jesus Christ.
I got a fun fact for you since you're a Bears fan. Chicago, I think, has the smallest stadium as far as seating goes in the NFL. When Chicago does decide that they're going to build a new stadium, Chicago, it does not lead the NFL in lowest revenue, though, for tickets, because people, obviously, Chicago is not a poor city. They can afford to pay the premium ticket prices, have devoted fan base. But I was just thinking here, like when Chicago goes to a 70,000 stadium here, they're going to just dominate the market because they are like in the middle of the pack, and Dallas has cheap seats compared to the rest of them, which is weird. I never would have thought that.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm like, I ran into somebody at the store today, and we were talking about the stadium for Chicago, and they're like, "There's no way in hell the NFL is gonna let these bums go to."
Well, that's the thing. The NFL has to vote and allow it. The owners to move, and
they're not going to let that franchise.
It's an image thing for the NFL. They don't want it to be out of Chicago.
That's not going to happen.
No,
it's like
it
was like somebody said, "Well, what about Vegas?" And I'm like, "Okay, going from Oakland to Vegas is an upgrade."
Yeah,
going from Chicago to Gary, Indiana, is not an upgrade.
No. And Indianapolis has a team. Miss me with the Indiana stuff. It was a joke. We all had a fun laugh about it. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I really think they did it for leverage, to be honest with you.
I think so. And this is the thing. This is the thing. If we win a playoff game or two this year,
it's going to put the pressure on the city.
Let's say, because it's like, listen, now we know that we can win. So what are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Either you build a dome over Soldier Field, or you give us the money to go build a new stadium somewhere else in the area of Chicago. One of the two things has to happen. Either
we're going to
Arlington Heights or we're building a dome.
Well, even farther outside of Chicago, I could see them building it, because do they really need the tax revenue if they just added it to the ticket prices by like $3 a ticket?
I don't think so.
Somebody was saying that if they just added like $3 for the first like 5 years of ticket sales, they could avoid all of this BS. But it's the fact that Chicago doesn't want them to build in Arlington Heights because it's going to divert traffic, all this other jazz. I get it. There's a lot of politics involved in it, but that you guys can figure that shit out. You're paid for that.
If we reconstruct Soldier Field and somehow find a way to build a dome over it, which I don't even know what the hell that's going to look like.
Yeah.
But let's just say they do that, or you build in Arlington Heights. And I'm going to assume if we build in Arlington Heights, it's going to be an indoor stadium.
Yeah.
Either way, you're giving your city the opportunity to host a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Brings a whole lot of money to the city of Chicago.
Could you imagine the first year? Okay, I'm going to paint a picture for you, a beautiful picture for you. It's year 4. It's the first year Chicago opens their brand new stadium after 2 years of construction.
Yes.
They're going in, the Super Bowl was optioned out. It was hosted. It was going to go to Arizona. It was between Arizona and Chicago. Chicago's brand new stadium. They end up winning it. And you roll in there with your young quarterback, your young offensive coordinator, head coach, brand new defense, brand new offense.
The money is going to just coming straight through that stadium.
Yeah, could you imagine what them ticket prices would be too?
Expensive as hell.
People have been waiting for freaking 20 years to enjoy something like that, to have it be home in Chicago. If you're
able to have a new stadium or an upgraded stadium with a young franchise quarterback and a franchise head coach with a team that can actually win games, the city of Chicago would be, their wallets are going to open up every season.
Yeah. Well, look what it did to the Cubs. I mean, the Cubs will always have people at their games, but when they won that World Series, playoff games were just different at Wrigley.
I remember the year that we won. That same year for Father's Day weekend, I went to Wrigley Field as a Father's Day present to myself. And the ticket that I bought, it was on the right third base foul line all the way back to the outfield, like right in that little corner, right where the ivy is and everything.
Yeah.
The ticket that I paid $136 for that ticket. That same seat for Game 3 of the World Series was damn near $1,500.
Yeah, that's a hike. That's a hike.
But I'm like, that's what happens when you have a winning team.
Oh yeah,
and this is the thing. People are going to pay that because, again, especially if you haven't been able to see your team do something like this, these are moments that you just don't want to just walk away from. So it's like it's a one in a lifetime thing. I'm hoping that it's just not a one-off thing. You know what I'm saying?
Between you and me, I paid $75 for a ticket stub, and so did Charles for the national championship for Michigan. I didn't even go to the game, but I'm a fan and I wanted memorabilia. It wasn't my ticket. For all I know, it's a facsimile, and it could be a copy for all I know, but I paid
Ain't
it.
nobody saying nothing though.
I wanted it. Yeah, nobody's saying nothing because they don't see it. It's on the wall back
But again,
there.
it's your memorabilia. It's something that you'll remember because at the end of the day, you could say, I paid for a ticket to go watch my Michigan Wolverines, whether you went or not. But you could say that the year that they won the national championship, I had a fucking ticket.
I had a ticket. Yeah, I had a ticket. Didn't go, but I had a ticket. Yeah, I get it.
But it's going to be interesting this offseason, just in general, regardless how the playoffs go for us. I think that because what we addressed, bear down, baby, bear down. What we addressed in the offseason last year offensively that we should have been doing for years, I think now we can go back and focus more on our defense, on our rush, our secondary, and fill those holes.
I don't think the offense is a handicapped issue anymore. Matter of fact,
can we add to it? Yes, we can add to it for depth.
The only thing that Chicago realistically needs to do outside of fixing some defensive gaps and miscues is get more consistency with the offense, and that's going to come with having a new offensive coordinator in year 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, then the glue's going to be there. The glue's going to set, and the meshing is going to be fine. The players are going to get to know each other better as the years go on. And I'm like, to say that after a rookie head coach to get 11 wins. However, people want to see how it is, barely winning. I don't care.
Well, Paul, as not even being a Bear fan, I can tell you this right now, and I think Charles, regrettably, might gag in his mouth or agreeing with me by the same thing is Chicago Bears have completely bought into Ben Johnson. It's a culture change in that locker room. They're sold on this guy.
Yes, and they're ready to go through everything and anything. Because he's proven that, hey, if you follow me, I'm going to get you to the other side.
Right, dude just ripping his shirt off. The fans are going crazy. The women are going crazy. The players are going nuts.
The morale is so different in that locker room. And he's changed it single-handedly with the coaches that he's hired, the people that he's put in that locker room. Like, he is single-handedly flipped the mindset. Because we all can say winning and losing is contagious. And if you can't change your losing mindset to a winning mindset, then you're never going to win anything. And Ben Johnson's like, we're done. We're done losing.
Yeah. No, that's a culture that needed to be changed, and I'm glad that it did for Chicago because the city needed it, the fans needed it, the division needed it, the rivalry needed it. Yeah.
And so I'm content. Again, people keep asking me, but what if you guys lose? You're still going to be happy? I'm like, yeah. I don't think you realize where we're at right now. As far as the organization, I'm like, I'm happy where we're going. Like the progress is going.
The same thing. He goes, you guys don't understand because you've been spoiled so long. He goes, I am just happy. He goes, none of us expected this. The exposure that people are actually talking about the Bears again.
Like
the Bears being
in their mouths.
Yeah. Like right now, the Bears are a team that people are like, people don't go, the Bears. No, nobody is saying the Bears because San Francisco said the Bears and they almost lost to the Bears. The Green Bay lost to the Bears and could have lost twice to the Bears.
Philly said the same thing.
Yeah,
we went into Lincoln Financial Field and said, "Well, hold this real quick. You dropped this on the field. Hold this L." But I'm like, again, regardless of what happened Saturday, I'm telling you right now, I am the only way that I could be upset if we get blown out Saturday. If we get blown out Saturday, I'll be upset as hell.
I do not think that.
That could be the only thing that can take my joy away.
Not going to happen. Caleb Williams has proved a lot of things to a lot of haters and a lot of doubters. Say what you want about his fingernails, which he does it for his mother, and he does it for autism and kids on the spectrum and whatnot.
I feel like if you make fun of him because his nails are getting painted, I feel like you got a crush on him at this point.
Right. Say what you want about the guy. The guy has absolutely shut a lot of people up this year with what he's done on the football field. And if you haven't watched him at the end of a game or a crazy play that he's made some plays that only probably one or two quarterbacks outside of Patrick Mahomes probably ever have done. And that's coming from a Packer fan and that's coming from a football fan. So,
like he's made strides from last year to this year. And to say that he hasn't improved, yes, I know his completion percentage isn't that great. Again, he's getting better now that he has a competent coach that believes in him and is using his skills and his talents the right way. Like he's only going to get better as the year goes by. Like there's no way that you can tell me, regardless of who you root for. And if people want to keep saying, well, he paints his nails, he cried on his mama's lap. Listen, if that's what it takes for him to win, I'll make sure that I paint his nails myself if I have to.
Right. There was a guy that he was a football fan. I think he was a Vikings fan. And he goes, they're like, what do the Vikings end up? Do they end up 9-8 or whatever? Okay, so guy goes, 9. He goes, I with 9. His alter ego came out. Yeah, that's right. So he goes like this. He goes, I don't care what you think of Caleb Williams. He goes, at one point in time, you left cookies out for Santa Claus. So don't tell me about a guy painting his nails. He goes, I could care less.
Like if that every time I ask somebody, what does his nails being painted have to do with his skills on the field? Well, man, that's not manly. Again, what does his nails? Because last time I checked, all you Chicago fans that are talking crap or saying stuff about him painting his nails or whatever, y'all weren't saying none of that when Dennis Rodman was out here wearing wedding dresses in the 90s.
Oh yeah,
and painting his nails and all this stuff. But it was cool when he did it.
Panties. Who knows what he's wearing?
But it's like, and again, he's doing this for his mom. Like, relax.
Except for that time. Except for that one time that he wrote "fuck Utah" on his fingernails. That one might have been personal, Paul. That one might have meant something a little bit different.
You can only push a man so far.
I know. To be honest, the fact that ESPN forgot to like blur that out, the whole game, they knew that was on his fingernails. You can't tell me they didn't do an interview with him post game and go, "Oh shit, your fingernails are painted." Say,
"Fuck you can't do that."
Yeah, you can't do that, sir. I think he got fined for that, but it was still pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm riding for my team. Again, I know last year I wasn't the biggest Caleb Williams fan just because, again, it is what it is. But I'm not too big on myself to eat crow when I know that I'm wrong. And that's why I put him back on the wall.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm like, the way he's played this year, for me, I wanted him to run more. And he's been doing that a lot more this year. So I think like he's fixing his mistakes as the games go by. Like he's more worried about making the right plays and the right calls. He's 2 years in. He's going to make mistakes. I'm like, Peyton Manning wasn't perfect his first 3 years. Tom Brady wasn't perfect his whole career. Like, these quarterbacks make mistakes, but it's how you respond and you bounce back from these games. And I think he's done pretty good this year. I'm like, the only thing that we have in common is both of us have a losing streak going into this game. The question is, whose losing streak is going to continue?
Yeah, who's going to continue? Like you said, I don't expect this game, and unless turnovers happen, unless Green Bay can't run the football, they can't protect Love. I don't see this game being any.
I think Watson is going to be our Achilles heel because we can't. That guy Watson is he is a monster, man.
The thing is, he's got to have time to throw. If that offensive line is just as terrible as they were 2 weeks ago when I watched them, then we're in for a long football game.
Well, let's hope it's a long, good one.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think this is going to be a one-score game regardless. With 4 or 5 minutes left, we'll see what happens.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, Paul, I appreciate you coming. It's always nice to have you on our Tuesday nights. And it seems like Charles might not be joining us as often, but hopefully one of our teams makes a run and we can continue this banter back and forth. And it's going to be fun times for everybody.
Fun times.
All right. As Charles says, be kind, be loving, love everybody. ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Yo, it's time to dip. Lights low and the mic off. Boys with the heat, yeah, we blast like a Molotov. Said what we said, no regrets in the air. If you ain't subscribed yet, bitch, don't you dare. Rate it 5 stars, hit that share like a blunt. Tell your homies, tell your mama we on front. We the truth in the booth, no cap, just flamed. If you fuck with the crew, you remember the name. It's goodbye, goodbye to the tribe. We fucking love you, now feel this vibe. Out this bitch with a mic drop kiss. Thanks for riding, we gone, but you won't miss.